Hey friends, welcome back to OG Universe. Thank you so much for stopping by and look what we have in front of us. An order from Amazon. Yes, good old Amazon. Okay, so we're gonna open this figure out because I don't know if it's either gonna be Captain Marvel Shazam or Captain Thunder from DC Multiverse, the Page Puncher subline. This has been a next to impossible figure to get here in Canada. We'll talk about that later, but I want to see what we're getting. And I've heard a lot of people that are getting this figure are getting the Platinum Chase. The actual original release is harder to get than a Platinum Chase. Go figure. So let's see what we got. I'm hoping that it's at least Shazam in some regards, because I don't know, I really don't trust Amazon shipping. They, not the best track record with me. A lot of just beat up packaging, and yeah, let's just see what we got here, and hopefully it's what we ordered and not something completely different. So, all right, guys. So, did we get Shazam? Did we get Captain Thunder? Or did we get something completely different? That is what we. Oh, look at how they packaged it, too. Oh boy. Anticipation is building. I'm very excited that it is the Shazam, but which one is it? Oh my goodness. Are you nervous? Because I'm so nervous. I'm like, which one did I get? All right, oh, well, that's nice. Bent packaging already. Okay, let's see what we got. All right, we got the OG release. We got Shazam. We didn't get Captain Thunder. I'm so happy. Oh, packaging's a little messed up, but that's fixable. And there we go. Yeah, really excited to have this figure in the collection finally. And man, it looks so damn good. Absolutely impressed with that. It's using the new uh, Crisis on Infinite Earth Superman from Earth 2. It looks fantastic. I love that body buck. It was used on the Justice League Task Force Superman. And man, I can't wait to open this guy up, do a review. It's going to be freaking amazing. And we'll do some comparisons with some other Shazam figures I have in the collection as well. Oh man, what a long wait to get this figure. So it's a little bit of a story time, guys. Take a look at my Shazam as I tell you a bit of a story. This figure has been extremely hard to get in Canada. I don't know if it's just a shortage or they decided to really just not make too many of these figures. So this one and the comic book shaded Superman 78 figure were pre-ordered from GameStop, because I do all my pre-orders from GameStop. It's close by. I'm good friends with the manager, and I want to support that store. I don't want to see go out of business, so I do a lot of pre-orders with them, almost exclusively with them. But what happened was I went to pre-order this figure and the Superman, and they were online only. You couldn't pre-order in the store. So that was really messed up and disappointing. So later that day, I went home and I decided to do a pre-order for it. And guess what? Both were sold out. Both of these figures were sold out within about a day and a bit. And I thought, okay, well, it's not going to be released till February 21st. So this was way back in, I believe, December or November. So like, it'll get restocked again. It didn't get restocked till near the end of December. And the fact was that I put an order in, put them both in, and of course they didn't meet the threshold. So I had to have a $75 threshold. Otherwise, I'm charged. It was almost $31 for shipping, which made absolutely no sense. So I added another figure. I hit the threshold, and by the time I hit that threshold and placed my order, both figures were sold out again, and I couldn't order them. Then Amazon had these figures up for pre-order, and they were going to be released December 25th. And I thought, okay, well, I'll order these guys and get them ahead of time. That's awesome. Don't have to wait till February. Order them on Amazon. Got a notification later that day, unable to complete my order. Both of these figures are temporarily out of stock. We're working hard to get your order together. All that kind of mumbo jumbo. They have not been restocked. The cell shaded Superman has not been restocked. This guy was restocked last week, and it had a time frame for delivery of 1 to 2 months. Now, since it's completely sold out from the warehouses at GameStop, I had the manager check for me. She could not find them anywhere. They are completely sold out. Amazon was my last resort. So I ordered the figure, expecting it, well, maybe in March or April. And I was like, okay, well, at least I'm getting the figure. Then I got a notice from Amazon that it'll be here by Friday. 4 days. 4 days for shipping. That was amazing. And the figure came. It was in a box. It was packaged pretty good. It's safe and sound in my hands, in my collection. So there you go. Now, the cell shaded Superman. That I procured at GameStop. You saw my last GameStop haul. And actually, I wasn't able to pre order it, but somebody didn't pick it up and decided they weren't going to pick up their pre order. So I was able to snag that one. They waited a few days, they got no response. So I was able to grab that figure. And I'm very happy I have that figure and I have this one to go along with it. Now, the Christopher Reeve Superman, nowhere to be found anywhere. On Amazon, they're about $80 to $90 plus shipping from secondary sellers. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to have that figure in my collection. Am I disappointed? Yeah, because that's a special figure. It was like, I think it was probably the very first movie I ever saw in my entire life as a young kid. I remember going to the video store with my family and we picked out Superman 2, and it was really exciting. That was one of the most incredible movies. It blew my young mind away. The action, the battle scenes of Metropolis of Superman and Zod, that was so good. So I really wanted to get that Christopher Reeve Superman, because it's pretty important to my upbringing and really my fascination with superheroes and Superman. I don't know if I'm gonna get that figure, to tell you the truth, and if I do get it, it's probably gonna be really expensive. So I am kind of happy I have the cel-shaded version, the Superman 78 comic book one. Don't know if I'm ever gonna get that other one. Maybe one day, or maybe at a convention. But yeah, pre-orders. I don't know what's going on with the marketing for DC Multiverse figures. I don't know why they're doing such odd things of making these figures so hard to get. I know in the US, the DC Multiverse figures that go out for pre-order sell out within minutes on the McFarlane website. And then I think they just kind of force you to go to Walmart's, Targets, and try and get those figures and go in daily, multiple times to find that, in hopes that, well, I'm gonna go look for my exclusive Superman figure. Oh, you know what? Since I'm here, I might as well just get some toilet paper, some food, some drinks, and all that kind of stuff. So they get you in that way. And I understand that's business. We want to have a thriving economy. We want to have a business of retail and that. But when they kind of pigeonhole you to pre-order stuff online and they can't fulfill those orders and force you to go to a brick and mortar store in hopes of finding it and wasting gas, time, patience, it's really not a good business model, especially in Canada. And I learned some pretty nasty facts that the GameStops I go to, when you see extra figures on the shelves, most of the time they're from canceled pre-orders, which is really scary because the GameStop I go to has maybe 5 figures on their shelves, and they're older figures that are peg warmers that didn't get picked up or canceled, and they got stuck with them, and then they got to put on clearance because they're not selling. So that's not a good business model. And the last pre-order set I did and received a bunch of those figures, and you saw my haul video, the first haul of 2025, they didn't get a single extra figure to put on the shelf. It was those figures, and that's it. So people were looking at the boxes behind the counter. My friend told me that, oh, can I look at that figure? No, it's on pre-order. It's on hold for somebody. Well, can I just buy it off it? No, sorry, we don't have any extras. And they don't even have extras on their website to buy. It's just blowing my mind that this is the reality of action figure collecting. Pre-orders that don't work. In store, you got next to no selection. And this might vary, of course, in America to Canada to my city. My city, we got like 700,000 people. We have a very large city, lots of collectors, lots of GameStops, but they are really bare bone GameStops now. We're not seeing the influx of, there's 4 Shazams, no problem. There's no Shazams. If you didn't pre-order it and by luck pre-ordered it and got it in stock, you're not getting this figure, and you're gonna have to go to Amazon, secondary toy online retailers that are gonna charge you probably a bit more for the figure as well. I'm really gonna be kind of leery of see how much that Christopher Reeve Superman's gonna go for on the secondary market, like a year from now, 3 months from now. That's probably gonna be one of the most expensive figures because of the hot demand, the scarce availability in certain markets. But I do think there could be a silver lining to this, just like how we got our Mega Size Darkseid, we got the Just League Task Force version of Darkseid. I'm hoping they release a little bit of a deluxe set that has maybe a piece of a diorama of the Fortress of Solitude with some light up features from the crystals. I think that would be fantastic. And you know what? I would totally be okay with that because it's a bit more of a premium, but worthwhile. As long as it's not like $200 like the Joker, that Joker set. My goodness, if it's like $50, $60, I'm okay with that. Some of the deluxe Batmans have come out, been pretty cool. They do that for Superman. Yeah, I'm definitely okay with that. We'll see what the future holds. I hope this is a trend and a marketing ploy that McFarlane stops doing. Just get the figures out to collectors, get the figures out to the people that want these guys. Stop making it impossible. It's so sought after that we can't get them. Just like Marvel Legends in Canada, our Toys R Us's don't get them. And if they do, they're almost $50 a figure. Not happy with that price at all. And they're very scarce. GameStop will get them. They'll be like about maybe $29 to $33. But again, pre-orders for Marvel Legends get canceled quite often. They don't get fulfilled. And if you do happen to find them in store, you got the kind of pig warmers there. And that's disappointing. And that's mostly because pre-orders have been canceled or they just picked up a couple of figures. So yeah, I don't know, man. 2025, I want it to be a great year for collecting, but this is not a good start. Trying to get figures these days has been a little difficult. I did pre-order the Dark Flash, Icon, Tempest, and that Fleischer Superman. I was able to pre-order those, no problem. I ordered the collector's edition Power Girl, Guy Gardner, and Captain Cold, no problem, but they are sold out on GameStop's website. Amazon has them for $55 Canadian, which is like an extra $15 more. And I don't know why they are so expensive, but their pre-orders have sold out as well. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting year of collecting. Yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there, guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on the collecting market, pre-orders, cancellations, the hunt for figures. It's getting a little ridiculous. But I want to hear your voice and opinion. Let me know what you think. I'm very happy to have this figure in my collection. I don't know about the Christopher Reeve Superman. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get those guys. So if you got them, man, you're lucky and enjoy them. Have fun with them. But I'm very happy to finally have this Shazam in my collection. Stay tuned for a review and comparisons. And there you go. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Lots of videos on our DC Multiverse playlist, along with Masters of the Universe and some others. So there you go. Thanks so much for watching, and take care, guys. We'll talk to you soon.